We will now have some class reflections, and Kayla Farmer and Megan Catlin I should have had you just stay. Could you come forward to introduce Julie Roy for those reflections? Thank you.
As a class, we compiled our memories over the last 2 years here at JCC.
It is our great honor to introduce Julie Roy, whom we nominated to read these reflections on our behalf.
Thank you for this great honor. So, let's rewind a little bit. The day finally arrived. You remember walking to the mailbox, opening it up, and there it was. The business envelope that held the decision that would change the next 2 years of your lives. As we opened letters, some of us jumped for joy in the middle of the road. Others had to have their loved ones open it because they were too afraid of what it would say. But there it was, the congratulatory introductory sentence welcoming us to Jefferson Community College. And then, reality of nursing school set in. And the next few lines below was, your acceptance is pending passing the medication calculation exam with 100%. And it began. First semester, how could we not forget purchasing books, uniforms, stethoscopes, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, pen lights, tape, alcohol pads, lab coats, and clickers. Multiple for some of us because we'd rather spend the extra $40 than look unprepared. The purchases that both broke our wallets and our backs. Looking around at other students during that first lecture in 111, everyone was just as excited as they were nervous. These would be the people that would become our family over the next 4 semesters. We can still remember having anxiety over our very first critical element, vital signs. Something that terrified us then, but is now second nature. Those first bed baths were a chore that resulted in a desperate call to our fellow classmates to run to the linen closets for something we forgot. Somehow, we made it through the rotation of long-term care and entered the acute care setting. Luckily, every graduate sitting here concluded first semester with happy tears and hugs and celebrated a job well done. Second semester. While we were able to expand on the acute setting skills, survive Jody's tricky med-surg questions, do we cut down on salt or switch to Diet Coke? It was the second semester where Cassandra opened our eyes to the world of maternity nursing. In preparation for this experience, she started her very first class with deep breathing exercises. To this day, before exams, we take a nice deep breath in through one nostril and out through the other. The clinical setting separated us into 2 distinct groups, those who fell in love and those who couldn't wait to get out of there. Haley couldn't wait to get out of labor and delivery fast enough, but it was near impossible to drag Michaela out of the NICU. The semester concluded with a live birth in the simulation lab. Third semester. This is the semester that would be the test of our limits. IV push, blood administration, insulin, and let's throw pharmacology on top of all of it. The pressure and the magnitude of prioritization needed led to all-nighters in the dorm lobby, the only place on campus open 24 hours, brownies at 4 a.m., and risky midnight snack runs to Walmart. It was a lot, but we all did what we had to do, and we persevered. Through it all, it was our fearless leader, Julie Roy, who handed us the tools to success. A little awkward reading that. But utilization was all up to us. This expectation drove all of us to grow the most this semester. When we transitioned over to psychiatric nursing, we became Katie's first class, where we learned to never ask why and instead say, "Tell me more." Her fresh approach with simulation in class and her positive energy got us through those 12 hours clinical. Fourth semester, the home stretch. 14 weeks of smorgasbord of nursing. Lectures and clinical covered everything from pediatric orthopedics to community nursing and bioterrorism. Our clinical experiences took us everywhere from Indian River Middle School to Samaritan Progressive Care Unit to upstate Golisano Children's Hospital, where parking led to phone calls and traffic cones, or settling on a lot that led to a long walk. Some of us even went to our hometown schools to teach elementary classes about hand hygiene, and according to Dr. Hess, if everyone we taught actually abided by these rules, we would all be out of a job. It was this semester that our class became +3, baby on board, don't drink the water. Throughout all of these semesters, we met friends that became family and memories that will last a lifetime. Some memories are too good not to be mentioned. Learning how to mask the various smells within the hospital with a dab of Vicks under your nose. Not literally inside your nose. Yes, it did happen. Moe's and the cafeteria always had our lunches covered with $5 Fridays, and we took stock in Dunkin's and Starbucks regardless of the cost. Being reminded of our new BFFs, Lewis and Linny. Fighting over Julie Roy's famous candy basket for the tricks. Julie Soul's biggest and best hug when we passed the Med-Calc exam each semester. The many phone calls of panic, preclinical, asking if we should put pain or tissue perfusion first on our concept maps. Never missing an opportunity to bring in baked treats to celebrate a birthday or the mamas-to-be. And this one is probably my favorite. Asking the morning of Upstate Clinical at 5 in the morning, where is Candace? Well, she's having Sammy P., one of the very few legitimate excuses to be late. And she happened to be back in class the following Monday. And will we be Dr. Hess's final class before retirement? I do not think so. Together, we mentally exhausted ourselves to a point where we didn't know how we would push through, and then we did. It was our loved ones, peers, instructors, and patients that lifted us up at our weakest moments. We took all of those weak moments and let them mold us and grow over these last 2 years. They became our strongest moments. Looking back on the first day of class, you wondered if you would ever make it this far. Today, we are here. We have made it. Congratulations.